Hey guys, hope everyone's having a great week. So today's topic is knowing the tournament rule set for the competitions that you're going to do. So this is really important because you got to know the rules before you go and compete. I've known a lot of people over the years that would go to tournaments and they just assumed that, they could just go out there and compete and do well, but maybe they didn't understand the rule set and got disqualified or lost, you know, somehow just because they didn't know the rules. So I recently took a rules course for the first time. It was held by Oliver Guedes. I'm not saying his last name right, but he's a probably one of the more famous non-Brazilian referees out there. So he came out to Sweden to give the rules seminar, the rules course. So I personally learned a lot. Every year jiu-jitsu is evolving, and so the rules have to evolve. They have to change to keep up with the rule set, the new techniques. So the rules have to keep up with the techniques every year. And one thing I learned is that it's very subjective, the rules. So it really comes down to how the referee, um, how they interpret the rules during the match. So, maybe they might see something differently than another referee. So that can be a big issue. And there were just some small things that I had questions about that you really have to study the rules, the rule course, the rule book to understand. So it's really important if you think you want to go and compete or you have students that want to compete, they have to understand the rules because you can't just go out there and, just it's not blood sport. You can't just go out there and fight. You have to abide by the rules. And you can win a tournament based off the rules, and you can also lose a tournament because of the rules. So as instructors, we have to help the students understand the rules. So for instance, when I have white belt students that want to compete, I have to tell them specifically, hey, you cannot jump close guard. You cannot go for any jumping arm bars or triangles. You'll get disqualified. It's illegal. Or hey, white belt, you can't do wrist locks. So as instructors, we owe it to our students to know those rules because they might do it by accident in the tournament and get disqualified. And there goes, hours of work and, hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands of dollars in preparation for a tournament. So we want to prepare our students as best as possible to do well. And as students, if you're going to compete, you do want to know the rules sets, especially for your level and your skill. I'm not going to get into any details, but you just need to know the rules. Like if you're purple belt and below, you should know you can only go for a straight ankle lock. You can't do estima locks or toe holds or anything. So that's just simple things you should understand as a competitor. You should have a really good understanding of the rules. And this goes for whatever tournament you decide to compete in. If you do IBJJF, you do submission only, you do EBI, you do ADCC, you need to understand the rules because I remember I was watching ADCC this year and I didn't understand the rules fully. So, I would watch a match and then I would be like, man, I don't get why they're not scoring the points or why is the referee doing this? So you have to understand that each organization has their own rules. They have their own guidelines that they abide by. So again, you can win a tournament because just solely because of the rules, or you can lose a tournament because of not knowing the rules. So it's better to be more informed and knowledgeable than to be ignorant and go out there and get disqualified because you didn't know you couldn't reap the leg from a single leg X guard or something. Um, Another big benefit of taking that rules course is that you can referee. So for students purple belt and above, looking to make some extra money, refereeing can. I think it's a hard job. I don't envy referees, but if you really love the sport, it's one way that a lot of athletes or practitioners can give back to the sport of jiu-jitsu just because they need more referees out there, and the more referees we have, the more skilled the referees become, the better the tournaments will be. So I just wanted to just do a quick video, just letting people know that hey, if you're gonna compete, you're gonna do all these tournaments, at least understand the rule set. And it's not aimed at anybody specifically. It's just for everybody, myself included. So when I was doing that rules course, man, I was learning a lot of new things that I didn't know, or little details like on the penalties or just the advantages. So things I didn't understand. So it's always better to get clarification than to have those questions. So if you have a tournament that you're going to be doing coming up, learn the rules. Ask someone that's been a referee before, or ask a higher belt, or go to the organization's website, and usually they will have just a list, or a PDF of the rules. So try to educate yourself so what's legal for you, what's illegal, how everything's weighted, so you can understand exactly exactly what you need to do or what not to do out there. All right, guys. Hope this video helps you, and please give this video a like. Until next time, ciao.